Hey guys, what's going on? I'm joined today with Jacob Smith from DangerVille. Jacob, let him know you're here.
What's up everyone, Jacob here, and yeah, I'm excited to talk to everyone and be a part of your community, Klayton, and let's talk about some dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a pretty fun discussion. So we're going to be talking about a lot of the footage that was shown in the behind-the-scenes teaser that got released one day before the first trailer for Fallen Kingdom. And I actually thought that the behind-the-scenes stuff was kind of cooler than what they showed us in the first trailer. I don't know, what did you think?
I would have to totally agree on that. I've always loved behind-the-scenes footage from any movies. It's really what kind of got me into, really loving films for more than just being, nice stories and, popcorn events. So yeah, I really like the behind-the-scenes footage, and it actually has me, when I watched that, it probably got me more excited than the trailer. Yeah.
I agree completely with that. I mean, here's what I think happened. I think that when they were making the trailer, they wanted to show, that's just the first half of the film or whatever, so I think they wanted to keep us in suspense of what would actually happen, like the actual drama and stuff, besides, the whole fucking island blowing up. But I think that the second half of the movie is actually what was shown a lot of in the behind-the-scenes stuff. It does look really cool that they're using all these animatronics and stuff, but the little bits of footage from the actual movie that they showed that wasn't in the trailer got me really, really excited.
Yeah, for sure. It showed a lot more, what I like to think, suspense. Like, they showed a lot more, like, besides in the trailer they wanted to go for the big show, they wanted to wow everybody, like, look, dinosaurs. But
yeah, the blockbuster.
Yeah, exactly. But in the behind the scenes they showed really subtle kind of where it was dark, and you see Owen and he's like opening up the door and then slams in on his face, and it's like,
oh yeah,
there's gonna be a lot of cool, hopefully get you on the edge of your seat, get your adrenaline pumping up a little bit, and it's really going to set the tone a lot better than probably the first half of the movie.
I think so, yeah, that's what I think is going to happen, because J.A. Bayona, the director, that dude's fucking scary. If you've, I don't know if you've seen The Orphanage that he did back in 2007.
I've not seen it, I'd have to check it out.
You gotta watch that movie, man. It's not really what you would, not like Predator violence, not that kind of level of like disturbing blood, but it's kind of, it just gets under your skin. It's about dead children like haunting some point. Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah, all right. He makes film about dead children, and then he's going to make a dinosaur movie that children love. I like it.
So the first thing I want to ask you about is the image of Rexy inside of that storage container, and what you think is going on there, because we've got Chris Pratt walking up and saying, "This is going to be awesome." And they're obviously inside of a complex or whatever that the team used to capture the dinosaurs. So what do you think is going on?
Alright, yeah, it's funny that you chose this out, because I actually made a video over on DangerVille kind of talking about this scene. And what I really think is possibly going to happen is that Rexy and Owen are going to, quote, team up. Now, before you start getting all crazy thinking that he's going to be riding Rexy in the battle, getting all like, doing all that stuff, it's not going to be that. She's not going to be like working with him like a sidekick. But what I really think, she's obviously sedated, or else he would be dead being that close to her. So what I think's going to happen is that this is going to be similar to Lost World, where the crew releases all the dinosaurs, and they just go and mess up the little campground of the InGen guys.
Yeah.
I really think that this is kind of leading to something like that. They're going to let Rexy out, and she's going to go and either fight possibly the Indoraptor or the humans. Don't know exactly, but I think they're releasing her for a greater purpose.
I think so too, man, because I actually, just recently, I rewatched The Lost World and Jurassic World back to back, and in The Lost World, where they set out those dinosaurs and that Triceratops fucks up those cars.
Yeah.
And like, I think what they're going to have is they're going to have like a backstab go down. They're probably going to be like, hey, we're shipping these dinosaurs to Isla Sorna, we'll fund your mission. And then they'll be like, hey, sorry, we're lying. We're taking these guys to the mainland. And they'll get back on the boat and let the dinosaurs out, which will be that'll probably be scary in and of itself. Dinosaurs loose on a boat in the middle of the water. If we get that, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, we'll finally get a little bit of clearance on another part from Lost World where the crew all disappears on the ship, and you're like, where did it all go? We didn't actually get to see it. We might actually get to see it now.
I would love to see that. That would
be great.
Yeah, I could see that being really, really great. Okay, now there's another small bit of footage that shows somebody in a raincoat it's really similar to the ones worn by Robert Muldoon and Ellie Sattler in the original Jurassic Park when they find Ian all fucked up and hurt underneath the destroyed bathroom. What the hell is going on there? Because it looks like something's lifting this thing up behind this character and they're running scared from something. All this is happening in the rain as well. So what are your thoughts on what this could possibly mean?
So what I really think that this is going to be the kind of the grand finale of sorts of the battle. If you would go see how it's raining and it's dark and has that kind of look. If you go back into the previous Jurassic, even Jurassic World, it wasn't raining in that. But if you go back into the previous films, every single part has a raining scene. Where the T-Rex comes in. We have the T-Rex breakout in Jurassic Park. The cliff scene in Lost World. The Spinosaurus battle with the boat in the river. Raining, nighttime. So that seems to be a Jurassic Park theme of setting fear and intensity for what is pretty much the climax of a certain dinosaur or a part of the film.
Right, and usually some sort of vehicle gets fucked up during all that stuff too, which I don't know what it is that they're like lifting behind her or him or whoever it is, but they're running like hell. This is a really small bit of the footage, but obviously it's got me excited because whenever they've done a scene like this in Jurassic Park, in the Lost World, and Jurassic Park 3, the fight in Jurassic World, it's always been a highlight of the film. It's always been a really suspenseful scene of a lot of either high action or someone getting killed or beat up.
Yeah, either high action or high chance of death.
Yeah, exactly.
Or both.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited for that. I totally think that they're going to use that to their advantage in making this thing scary. Another really cool part has what we believe to be the Indoraptor opening its mouth and roaring at Ted Levine's character.
Yes.
And he's got a bunch of scarring on his face and is looking really messed up. And this is around the time that we're shown Owen Grady firing an automatic weapon at something. So this looks like it's going to be a pretty intense part of the third act and may actually be the highlight of the film, in my opinion. What the hell is going on? You think that it's like a guard dog, or you think that they dropped Ted Levine down there to get eaten, or what?
What it looks like, if you look at his character, he looks like he has some sort of different outfit on. He's not wearing normal, casual wear like the rest of the characters. He looks like he has a suit or something, so he's probably potentially a groundskeeper or someone keeping everything in line, watching the dinosaurs, whether the Indo was there in the first place or not. And clearly shit went really bad for him.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how fucked is this guy's character?
I'd say like a 9.7. There's probably that 0.3% chance that something comes up and slaps the Indoraptor in the butt and it turns around and leaves him alone. But he's probably about to get munched right here.
He's got a tiny chance of survival, but it doesn't look like he's in a good position.
No.
Now, Owen Grady firing that gun at the thing, he's firing it inside of the building. So do you think that this thing either gets set loose or maybe it breaks out and starts killing a whole bunch of suits in the mansion?
I think it would make more sense if he breaks out. If he got let loose, they're already letting everything loose at once, and I don't think, obviously, it'd be Chris Pratt, his character, and the rest of the characters that would probably set him loose. But they seem to be like they're not aware of it. They don't know that this dinosaur's in the mansion, running around. So you can see like real look of fear, like they have no idea what's going on. So I think it just kind of broke out. How it's gonna happen, I'm not sure, but you can definitely tell that Owen's shooting at it, and it looks like it's probably about the right height. He's not aiming up super high, so it looks like about the level of what the Indoraptor's size probably would be for hitting it kind of, square on in the chest or head sort of area. But who knows? He could be shooting at people for all we know.
Yeah, and actually, that's something I want to talk about real quick, too. Some people are kind of upset if Jurassic Park ever turns into that, where it is guys versus guys, and there's dinosaurs thrown in the mix. Would you feel bad if someone, like, shot another human in Jurassic Park, or would you even care?
No, I probably wouldn't care. I could see how they'd get kind of bothered with it potentially, because Jurassic Park has always been a story about usually, normal people, they like dinosaurs, but just normal everyday people that get thrown into this mess of wild animals coming and attacking them. But eventually, after, 4 or 5 films, they're going to have to do something else to be able to keep making films. So I think it'd be very likely to see some human-on-human combat in Fallen Kingdom.
I hope we get... I mean, I don't know if we'll get it in this movie. I'm totally just going out on a limb, but I would be fine with it, honestly. Yeah. And they do... You're right. They do need to take this story to places where it hasn't gone before, because I can't see going back to the island and just getting lost. Because we've been there, we've done that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If they want to keep making these movies, they can't keep having like you said, go to the island, stuff goes bad, dinosaurs attack, people die, few people get off, the end. They need to switch it up.
At the end of the day, it's just like they're remaking the same movie over and over again, which is, it's one of the reasons why I like the first one and the second one so much. And I'm not going to throw shade at Jurassic Park 3. I know there's a lot of people that watch both our channels that love that film. I don't think it's the worst movie ever made or anything like that. I do love Jurassic World, even though it was, again, we're just going back to the island, but, we hadn't been there in, 15 years, 14 years? So.
It was nice to go back at that point, yeah.
Right. We got to blow it up. We got to go to other places. Okay, so after looking at all of that stuff, how scary do you think this movie's going to be for real? And why do you think they didn't show any of this stuff that we've seen in the mansion in the trailer?
All right, so I'll tell you what I think about why they didn't show it in the trailer at first.
Okay.
They want to keep this kind of hidden, I feel like, other than the really dedicated fans that are going to go and look at behind-the-scenes footage when it comes out. For the vast majority of viewers, they really want this part to really wow them. They don't want them to have any probably real clue of it too much going into it. The less you see, the better the experience is for you. So this may be like the best part of the movie. It may, clearly become iconic, hopefully. So that's probably why they're doing that. In terms of scariness, it looks like they're trying their hardest to be scary since, at least Jurassic Park 3, but maybe even the original Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
The fear levels, like just the dark settings and just not knowing what's killing these people, like the guy that gets dragged behind the desk, they don't show it. Or they're just not showing. It's kind of that classic horror where they don't really show you what's causing all this, but it's going on, and it's like kind of terrifying.
It's probably the only way that they can really do the novel justice too, because the Jurassic Park films will never not be PG-13. At least not in this series, because they made $1 billion in the '90s with the first movie. Mm-hmm. They need to sell lunchboxes, man, and that's not knocking the movie or anything like that. It's dinosaurs. Kids love dinosaurs, so what they're doing by not showing this level of violence and having it pulled away, sometimes it makes it even scarier. And I think that they kind of have to do that to maintain their standing with parents and whatnot.
Yeah. The last thing they need is for them to show someone getting brutally mauled more than what they have done in the past, and throwing out some crazy Spartacus level of gore or anything. That wouldn't go over so well.
Yeah, I think a lot of people might get a little upset, but I think this film will be extremely scary. I'm hoping it's the scariest film in the series.
That'd be awesome.
The reason I think it'll be so scary, though, is, again, not just because of the orphanage that J.A. Bayona has made, but it looks like they're trying to make this a really claustrophobic setting to where, and in the first half, we've got, we're on the island, we're out in the open, and anything could go wrong, but you can see everything clearly. It's daytime, whatnot. But when we get to the second half, man, we're looking at dark hallways and corridors. We're looking at a really fucked up looking forest that this mansion is situated in. And it to me, this is going to be, if it's done right, it's going to be the best Jurassic Park since the first one. I hope that. I want to see a Jurassic Park movie better than the first one. We'll see what happens, but I do think this is going to be a really freaking scary movie.
Yeah, I'm really hoping it is too, and I have the same kind of hopes and dreams as you. I really want this movie to, I mean, it'll be hard if nostalgia will ever let another Jurassic Park movie top the first one.
Right, yeah.
But this one looks like it has a really good chance of it. My only concern about it is that just the era that it's made in. It seems like action movies nowadays struggle at hitting that same level of fear as they used to, and so I hope that they bring it back in this one, and they don't try to put any like, you know, like little kind of like joke, a little subtle little like ha 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 giggle moments within this part of the movie. And I hope they just, you know, during this scene or this segment of the film, I just want it to stay dark, and I don't want any goofiness or any kind of modern filming to kind of take away from that.
Right, and that's a big problem that they've reached with some of the Marvel movies too, is that you'll get to this really cool part of the movie where there's action going on, it's getting suspenseful, and then they'll totally ruin the mood with like a joke, and you're like, well, am I supposed to be afraid anymore? Or like, you know what I mean? They totally talk down to the audience like, don't worry, we'll hold your hand. This is a popcorn movie. You're not going to see anything bad. And it's like, well, what the fuck, man? Yeah. It totally spoils what they were setting up. And I agree with you. I don't want to see that happen in the second half of the movie. It looks like we're going to get that in the first half. Okay, fine. First half of the movie. If they want to really scare someone, show someone getting messed up. Like, okay, let's say like Han Solo in The Empire Strikes Back got freaking frozen, right? Yeah. For all intents and purposes, we knew he was dead. Okay, so let's have Chris Pratt or Bryce Dallas Howard or someone get mauled, like their hand or something. Let's have them missing digits on their, fingers gone, a leg gone. Let's have the audience be like, "Fuck, are they gonna make it?" You know, because I can't stand to see plot armor in movies today when it's obvious who's gonna live and who's gonna die.
Exactly.
And it's just gotta. I don't want the Jurassic Park series to become that. When I was a little kid, I thought Roland Timbo was going to get killed by the T-Rex when he was out there about to tranquilize it.
Oh yeah.
I was like, he's fucking dead, and it was such a badass thing to reveal. Like, hey, he actually did it. He took it down, and that's what I think that if we can avoid plot armor and predictability, this could very well be a special movie, and I think it can be. Overall thoughts on the behind-the-scenes footage. You liked it. I liked it. What is your predictions for this movie, real quick, to wrap up?
I think it's going to play out good. I really think maybe not the first half of the movie, but the first 30 minutes is going to be that homage to the classic Jurassic World. We're going to get a lot of the la 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 with the dinosaurs walking through the fields, and there might be a couple little jump scares from here and there. But once it gets to on the boat scene, and whenever they get to the mainland and they get to this Resident Evil looking mansion, and the dark goes down, I'm excited for that. That's why, talking about this behind the scenes footage, it has me way more excited than if we just went and talked about the trailer. So I really have really good hopes for the movie. I think it's going to be probably my favorite, if from what I'm seeing, since Lost World. I like Lost World. I know it's kind of up in the air for a lot of people, but
Lost World's a freaking classic in my book.
Thank you, Klayton. You're damn right it is. I love it. So I think it'll do good, and I obviously think it's going to make a lot of money, and it's going to be pretty successful. And I'm excited. I'm excited.
I share a lot of your thoughts and opinions on it, and me personally, I do believe that this film is going to be special because this looks like they're doing something totally different, and they're actually trying to surprise us. They didn't show any of that shit in the trailer, and a lot of people got upset. They were like, "Oh, well, now I know the whole movie. The volcano is going to blow up, and that's it." It was like, no. Like, just calm down a bit. Exactly. I think that this is going to be really, really good, and I thank God that they actually, they're keeping it from us, man.
That's so huge in today's modern film industry. They want you to know what's going to happen to build hype, and it's good for people like us to make content off of it. But the less we see and know going into a movie,
the more we'll enjoy it.
Bam, that you get. Yeah, exactly. And I think the industry is taking a turn back down that route. I think it's going to kind of... I've noticed that trailers are showing a little bit less. They're not giving the whole plot away like they were for the last 5 years or so. And yeah, I'm excited, Klayton. I'm ready for this Jurassic Park ride or world ride.
Same here, man. When I saw the trailer for the last Terminator film and they revealed John Connor is a Terminator in the trailer,
yeah,
I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then Doomsday and Batman versus Superman, I was like, well, fuck. I guess that means Superman's gonna die. It's just
yes, exactly.
I'm so happy that they're keeping this stuff from us. Jacob, it was really great having you on.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure this will be a great discussion people will love. Anytime you want to come back, let me know. And we actually do have a little thing planned in the future about, maybe we should keep that a secret. What do you think, Jacob?
I think we'll keep it let's just say that it's going to be mixing 2 different worlds. And we'll break into that a little bit more.
Yeah. All right, man. Really appreciate you coming down here, and thanks, man. It's been awesome.
No problem, brother.
Hey guys, I'd like to take the time to thank you all for watching this video. I know it was really long, but I had a blast making it. And if you guys haven't checked out Jacob's channel, DangerVille, he's got with Alistair, you guys should really go over there and subscribe and watch all the stuff they've got. They cover some similar topics that I do, but some other stuff like Godzilla, sometimes Lord of the Rings, and all kinds of crazy cool shit. If you feel like I deserve it, I'd appreciate the like and hope to consider subscribing if you're interested in hearing from me again. I'll see you all in the next video, guys. And as always, take it easy.